dry, on a clean towel, and we're gonna find out in about 8 to 10 weeks what my results are gonna be. So I'm super excited.
All right. Hi, everyone. It's Tim Lewis, CEO and co-founder of Curl Mix, and I have something super exciting today because I'm super excited to introduce you all to African Ancestry. So, if you are familiar with genetic testing, this one is the creme de la creme for people who are Black African American because it is the only test in the world that can tell you what tribe and what region you come from in Africa. A lot of us have had our history stolen away from us. This allows us to take it back. And what's even better is Kim and I are friends with the owner, an Black female entrepreneur that we love very, very much. And so we're more than excited to take these tests because, we've taken other genetic testing and we've just gotten really, really general results. But the question of where we come from has been one that's always been on our mind. So I'm going to take this test. I've already done most of the pre-instructions. You got to be very careful with these things. There's a lot of instructions to make sure you get everything done correctly. So I have my swabs. I'm gonna try it out. Try out the first one, all right, because there's 6 of these. They have a test for your maternal heritage and for your paternal heritage. Now I know with other genetic testing, I've gotten like a big region kind of in sub-Saharan Africa, which might seem super obvious to just about anybody. So it wasn't that helpful, but I'm looking forward to getting more specific tribal results. Here we go. So I'll take my first swab. All here. All right, I'm pretty sure I got enough DNA on that one. And I'll let it dry. And once it's dry, we're gonna pack it up, fill out our paper, and then we're good. Just waiting for the results. I'm excited. So I'll see you guys when I get my results. Hello everyone. I am Tim, COO and co-founder of Curl Mix.
And I'm Kim, CEO and co-founder of Curl Mix. Curl Mix is a clean beauty brand for women with curly hair, or meant to, ergo Timothy.
And we teach you how to get the best wash and go ever using the Curl Mix method and our simple 4-step wash and go system.
Yes.
Welcome. We are doing a very special Feature Friday here on Curl Mix. This is one that we've been looking forward to for months. And I'm so excited that it is finally here. So when you get into the live, first of all, thank you for coming and joining us. Just let us know who you are and where you're coming in from. Normally we go live and give you a hair tutorial, but this day is going to be something very different and very special.
So you'll still get the hair tutorial today though. So we have, go ahead, I cut you off, babe. I'm sorry.
Not a problem. We are going to be celebrating Black History Month in a very special way. We have a very special guest here with us as well.
Yes.
Go ahead.
We have Gina Page from AfricanAncestry.com. She's in our dryer right now. She's here in our salon. We did her hair. So we're going to show you guys from start to finish how we did her hair and show you guys the final results. And then after we show you her hair, she's going to tell us where we're from in Africa. So find out what tribe we're from, right? So many of us have no clue where we're from, right? Because we know America's troubled past. And so we only have what our grandparents have kind of told us, and they only know what their parents told them, and which is still short, right? Because we're missing a lot of history from the Middle Passage and all of the above. So we have Gina here today, and she is showing you her before, just what her hair looked like before we did it with Curl Mix products. Oh, she winks. And so this is just us shampooing her hair right now, getting all the dirt and grime off of her hair. And I actually did 2 washes with Gina. Gina has healthy hair. For her hair goes from curly from root to tip, so she doesn't have any heat damage, any straightening damage, or anything like that. And so yeah, so I'm washing it. I get a couple shampoos. I make sure I hydrate the hair first, get it soaking wet.
And so just a quick little iteration. Step 1 is our shampoo. It is our Aloe Vera shampoo.
And the great thing about it is that it is a clarifying shampoo, but it will not strip your hair. We use a ton of aloe vera to give you lots of great moisture as you cleanse that hair. And then like Kim said, she did 2 washes, because more often than not, if you're switching from a brand that's not Curl Mix, or just say you had a rough week, you had a lot of different things going on in your life and with your hair, you want to make sure that it is completely clean. So 2 washes is what we recommend. I do 2 washes. Kim does typically 2 washes as well, and 2 washes should work for you. So the first thing we're going to do, like Kim said, add all of that water, get the hair hydrated, and then we start cleansing. We cleanse from root to tip to make sure that we're getting all of that dirt and oil off of the scalp, that we're lifting it, and then that we're also cleansing the strands themselves. You'll see Kim getting right up in there, working her fingers through the hair, making sure not to scratch the scalp as well, being very, very gentle. The purpose of your shampoo is not just to cleanse your hair, but it's also to open up that cuticle layer of the hair so that we can get more moisture in it. So you got to make sure you're being gentle with it as that cuticle opens up. And then we're going to move on to step 2. So we've cleansed the hair, we've opened up the cuticle, we've allowed moisture to get in there. Now we have to condition it. The conditioner is going to smooth down that cuticle, close that cuticle, lock in that moisture, and provide us the slip and that frictionless environment that we need to start detangling. So a lot of people ask us about detangling, because that's one of the biggest difficulties when it comes to naturally curly hair. You want to make sure you're getting as much slip out of your conditioner as possible. And as you can see, we have a very thick, what we call our ultra slip conditioner, that will allow you to effortlessly glide your fingers through. But remember, your fingers are basically acting like a wide tooth comb. They're not going to be good enough to get through all of those tight coils and curls. You want to make sure that you then go in with a detangling brush or a detangling tool after you've applied the conditioner thoroughly to your hair. What we like to do is let our conditioner sit in for 5 to 10 minutes, so you get what we call the mini deep conditioning effect. And that will let your hair let the conditioner work, and then also provide the perfect environment for detangling. And as you can see, we are using our Curl Mix detangling brush, our easy detangling brush. And so we're going to start at the ends of the hair this time, and then move up to the root. So our goal is to get out as much shed hair as possible, as well as to begin defining that curl. As we move from the ends of our hair down to the roots of our hair, we're pulling out that shed hair. And again, shed hair is completely normal. The average person sheds anywhere from 60 to 100 hairs per day. Some people do more, some people do less. So you can imagine, at the end of a busy week, you have a lot of shed hair you might need to get out. Alright, so we get out that shed hair, and then we immediately rinse out that conditioner to prepare for our last 2 steps, step 3 and 4, which are going to be our moisturizer and styler. So our moisturizer, step 3, is perfect for locking in moisture and then beginning to define those curls. It has great ingredients, natural and organic ingredients, to help infuse your hair with moisture and the vitamins it needs to continue to grow strong and healthy. All right, and then we have a couple questions coming in as well that we'll touch on. Selene, she said, what do you normally use, Gina? What do you normally use?
So,
What do you normally use?
Gina uses another brand. I don't want to say their name, you guys. So she normally uses, I think I felt like heavier products on her hair when I was washing it. So it was some products that kind of have some butters, just some heavier products in general. And so I had to do 2 washes with Gina's hair. And Gina says she only finger detangles, so she never actually detangles with a tool, which I think is hilarious. And so this was one of the first times that, we were actually putting like a detangling tool through her hair. But overall, even though Gina uses like heavier products on her hair, it was still really healthy, right? She didn't have the damage. So
and you can already see those curls are popping in Miss Gina's hair, all the way from the root to the tip. She has great definition.
Yeah, so what I'm doing here is I am finger combing, right? So after I detangle with the tool, I go in with the moisturizer and the gel, and I am finger combing as I'm adding these things. And you guys can see a close-up. I'm making sure I get to the scalp. And you see her curls will start to really pop there. And so I'm working in sections. So even though she has short hair, you should still work in sections and clip the hair away so you have more control over the style. So a lot of people I know want to see short hair and they think, oh, my hair doesn't do that, it's just a short afro. Afros are beautiful, 1. 2, afros give you the best definition in your hair because that means it's not damaged. And so basically I just finger comb with Gina's hair, and then we're going to show Gina's results. Let me see some hearts. You guys want to see Gina's results? Edwina says, looks great, watching from Neptune. I don't know that, maybe she didn't mean Neptune. I don't know. I have gray root and short hair. How well will the product work on gray hair? Edwina, we like to call gray hair bossy because gray hair kind of does its own thing sometimes. But we have
gray hair dictates what you should be doing.
Yes,
right?
but it still works really well.
And hey, Kazana Carr is back in the building. She said she's been MIA for a little while. Welcome back, Kazana.
And yes, we are on Amazon, but you can only get the moisturizer and gel. You can't get the full system, and we don't offer any discounts on Amazon either. So, and it doesn't come with the pump top. So we're there, but with some slight changes. Okay, so we are ready to show you guys Gina's hair. So I'm gonna go get Gina from under the dryer.
All right, and then I'm gonna answer a few different questions that I saw. So Selene, she said what product did she use before? She didn't use Curl Mix before, but luckily she's able to now get her Curl Mix wash and go. The only thing we really had to do was make sure we get 2 washes. We covered that one. Then a few people who are asking about what Gina does and what is African Ancestry. We're going to let Gina tell us all about that as we also reveal the results of our very own test. So Kim and I, as you saw in the intro video, we did the African Ancestry test a few weeks ago. Our results are in, and we have no idea what they are, but I will say we've taken a genetic test from one of the bigger brands before, and we were excited about the results, but a little bit disappointed because they don't get to the same level of detail that that Gina's test will get to.
Yes.
So we
were like, oh,
so basically
we
they told us,
African.
oh, we came from Africa. It's
like, we knew that.
Great. That's a wonderful start. But now we'll actually get to know exactly what is going on, and we can't be any more excited, and you guys are gonna find out as soon as we find out.
Right, so we don't know, so all we had is a video of us like swabbing our mouths, and like that was it. So I was just like, I can't wait to find out. But without further ado, let's look at Gina's hair. Let me see some hearts. Y'all ready to see Gina's hair?
Give a warm wash and go Wednesday. Welcome to Miss Gina Page.
Yes, come on, Gina.
Wow.
All right.
Am I standing in the right
you can come a little closer. So you guys, Gina's hair, it's not all the way dry.
A little further back.
Oh, a little further back. There we go. Gotcha. It's not all the way dry. We're about, I want to say 60-70%. But what do you think, Gina?
I can't see it.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Okay, all right, no worries.
It
All right,
feels
go ahead,
good though.
Go slow 360.
Ooh.
Yes, that's you. Gina's got all the
A little
curls.
slow 360.
Oh, okay. I did this.
We gotta give it to the people, you know, work, show it off. They're like, oh my God, those curls are popping.
So her curls are popping. You might see a little like white stuff. That's just the water with product. It hasn't fully dried yet. So
Oh my goodness.
we were rushing to kind of get Gina's hair done. But like you guys can kind of see her like her definition. You want to lean in for us, Gina? There we go.
Yes.
You guys see that? Like these are her curls.
They are
Okay,
great.
this is amazing.
You see, and I love the fact that even your colored ends are nice and curly as well. So a lot of people always are worried, like, oh, I have some color in my hair. Is that going to affect it? In your case, no. You've been
And you know what? Let me see
you've been
something.
taking care
I
of
wonder
your
if we
colored
put like
hair.
a white like screen like behind the hair, you guys can see like, oh yeah, your curls are popping.
Wait a minute. How? What? This is my hair?
Yeah.
Oh, Gina, I'm so happy.
You thought we
So I can do this myself, is what you're saying?
Yes, very much.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I have to move to Chicago. Wow. I love
So your
it.
definition is amazing.
Yes.
So they said she's gonna be a curl mixer now. Welcome.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
I just got converted. Whoa. Life transformation is going on here today on Curl Mix Live, Facebook Live. You're transforming my hair. And now I'm going to transform your identity.
Oh, yes. Okay, I can't wait. All right, you want to go first?
Yeah,
Me go first?
I don't know.
Here, I'll go first.
You're going to go first?
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Kim. So.
Oh, well, tell us about African Ancestry.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
What makes us special and everything?
What makes us special? So the most special thing is today is our 17th anniversary. 17 years ago, today, Dr. Rick Kittles and I co-founded this company, AfricanAncestry.com, and we're the pioneers of genetic ancestry tracing for Black people around the world. So basically, we're in the identity business.
Yes.
We help you better understand who you are so that you can then be better in your life by understanding where you're from. And we do that through DNA. So as you heard, there are other companies out there that say, we'll tell you where you're from in Africa, and basically they tell you that you're African. I'm gonna tell you all that for free. You're African. You don't need a DNA test for that. But the problem is that when we were taken from the shores of West and Central Africa and brought to the Americas during that horrific period of the transatlantic slave trade, we lost everything. Our names, we can't rely on our names. There were no Pages in Africa. There were no Lewises in Africa. There were
specifically the Lewises come from Great Britain.
See?
So.
And my dad's side of the family is Williams, but they're the largest slave plantation. So I don't know anything about
back as we can go.
So we can't use our names. We can't use our languages because there are thousands of languages spoken across the continent, and English was not one of them. And then we lost the freedom to honor our ancestors. Our families were torn apart. So we don't have the records or the traditional tools that everyone else has access to. We are the original victims of identity theft. But we didn't lose our DNA, and that's what's so exciting about technology today. We can use the DNA that exists in our bodies and trace that back to a specific country, present-day country in Africa, and ethnic group. Now, it doesn't always come back African.
That's okay. So I was worried, right? I was like, what if mine don't say African? Because my grandmother is Latina. She's like half Native American and half Latina, and my grandfather's Black.
Which grandmother?
My mother's grandmother.
Okay.
So I was like, and so the test got paternal and maternal, right? Right. So I was like, I got royalty, in my DNA, maybe a little bit. And so I know that mine might come back and say, girl, you're Mexican. So
well, the good thing is that we were taken to Latin America and Central America and South America just like we were brought to North America. So Afro-Latinos have African ancestry as well. So you ready to find out?
I'm ready.
Okay, so
I want to say I'm super geeked out and nerdy about this stuff, so I'm super excited to see the results. And the great thing about it, because you tell a little bit more than just where you come from. You have a whole kind of package of stories and histories and things that goes along with your test, right?
Exactly. So once you get the result, we provide several resources. One, there's an online community just for our members, and so you can go in there and share information and resources about the people and the country that you share ancestry with. But also, there's a guide, the African Ancestry Guide to the histories of West and Central Africa, so you can get more information about the people and the countries.
Awesome.
All right.
Let's find out.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go to the library after this too. So
You low-key like Mari, you are not.
Let me grab this.
Okay.
Okay, so Kim, we found your ancestry. What we did was both of you took the maternal test.
Yeah.
So we didn't look at your entire genetic family tree.
Okay.
We only looked at your mother's line going back 200 to 500. I'm sorry. Woo, I'm too excited. 500 to 2,000 years.
Okay.
So what we're telling you is where that woman was before the transatlantic slave trade.
Okay.
And so for you, we traced that lineage to the most populous country in Africa.
Okay.
There are over 200 million people in this country.
Okay.
This country is known for its business, girl. If it's not the wealthiest, it's one of the wealthiest countries on the continent of Africa. So I know for sure that you are destined to reach all and more of those amazing financial goals you have. And you don't have a choice because your ancestors were doing it long before you were even thought of. You share ancestry with the Yoruba people living in Nigeria today. And what is special about the Yoruba is their spiritual system. I mean, there are many things that are special, but one thing I wanted to point out was their spiritual system. It's okay.
I'm just really proud of y'all.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. This is ancestral work, girl. That's your ancestors. Those are your ancestors being happy. That's what those tears are.
Okay.
The Yoruba,
I was just about to say, you about to get all the Nigerians. We got her.
Naija.
Hey, got it.
That's funny. See, you got family out there already. It's a lot of y'all. And the Yoruba are one of the largest ethnic groups in Nigeria. But you may have heard of the Orishas. The Orishas are sort of the manifestations of God in different forms. You may have heard of the Orisha Shango. He represents fire and thunder and justice. Which I know you bring a lot to up here in Curl Mix. Or maybe Yemaya, who is the goddess of fertility and of the water and love. And so I encourage you to honor your Yoruba ancestors because they live in you. We didn't know, you didn't know, you had no way of knowing.
Yeah.
But because there was a woman in Nigeria before the period of slavery, before slavery was even a thought, she was there. And you are a representation of her legacy.
Thank you, Gina.
You're welcome. Welcome to the African Ancestry family.
Thank you.
And so these results, this is your certificate of ancestry. These results are the same for your children. So I have certificates for each of them.
Okay.
For all of your brothers and sisters, your mother, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your grandma. Everybody on that line of the family shares this result. So you didn't do this just for yourself. You did it for all of them.
Wow, they're going to find out too. That's awesome.
And I brought you a t-shirt.
Oh,
Nigeria.
That's amazing.
How do you feel?
Christine supplemented. She said, "Go Nigerian Queen, Kim."
Thank y'all. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Gina.
You're welcome.
This means so much. You have no idea. You have no idea. It means so much. Because now, like when I go back and I go to Nigeria, it's gonna be a very different experience. You know, I'm gonna be wondering, like my mother's mother, like, did she walk, you know, in this area? What was she thinking? What was she doing? This is life changing. So thank you.
You are very welcome.
Thank you. Okay, Tim, it's your turn.
You ready, Tim? Will you hand me his?
I will. This one.
I am.
Okay. All right, Tim. So what are you thinking?
So I wasn't thinking Nigeria. So in my last test, they said somewhere around Central African Republic, Congo, Angola area. But because of the way I look, I feel like I've been getting claimed by everybody all across the continent, from Kenya to Sudan to Nigeria, Liberia.
Oh, but remember we met a woman who looked exactly like your mom?
And that's where I was going to get to. But the most convincing one is we met a woman in South Africa. She was from Ghana, and she looked exactly like my mother. She was older, but I was like, oh my God, she looks like my family. And so we were thinking it's probably Ghana. So I'm hoping, I don't know, maybe that's true, maybe it's not, but I'm just excited to find out. I got a lot of open doors that are going to close here, and then new opportunities that are going to be out in front of me. So
yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we did find it in Africa, so that was right. And it was West Africa.
Okay.
It is not Ghana.
Ooh.
We traced your maternal lineage to a country that neighbors Cameroon. And actually, it doesn't neighbor Cameroon. It neighbors Nigeria.
Okay.
It is Cameroon.
Oh.
We traced your ancestry to the country of Cameroon. And Cameroon is known as Africa in miniature.
Really?
Because pretty much anything you can find across the continent of Africa exists in Cameroon.
As far as like people?
Traditional practices, the landscape, everything.
You know, this is why I'm the jack of all trades, Kim. This is exactly.
Oh, I get it.
I'm the jack of all trades, master of none. I can do anything, everything. And now I'm seeing those connections.
So now tell me this, are you a musician?
I started
Your
in music,
family.
but my family is extremely musical. I'm a
talented.
classically trained vocalist.
Don't spit some for the people, Tim.
I used to do piano, but my entire family is filled with musicians. It's in and out throughout our family, and even in our sons now. Zuri has pianos and drums and guitars, and he is obsessed with them.
And Zizi, our baby, when he took his hearing test at the hospital, she's like, I'm gonna come back in about an hour or so when she took the baby. She came back in 2 minutes. She's like, he has the best hearing I've ever had for any baby I've ever tested. And I was like, really? So that's funny. That might be a thing.
The music is in our DNA for sure.
Well, I asked because they say the best bass players come.
Your dad is a bass player?
But this is his maternal line.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe your dad's maternal line is Cameroon too.
Maybe.
But we didn't just find Cameroon. We found the people in Cameroon that you share ancestry with, and they are the Tikar people. Tikar.
That
the
is
Tikar
amazing.
people of Cameroon. And guess what? The Tikar are the artists and the artisans.
That is awesome. And we can actually go there now and visit the people.
Absolutely.
Okay,
You
so
can
we got a
actually-
trip planned.
I know, right?
Listen,
That's
and you
true.
guys can come on African Ancestry family reunions. We have those.
Oh, man.
Can you tell people what that
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, African Ancestry family reunions are specially curated birthright journeys where we take people who've taken our test home. So we're going home to Cameroon. We're going home to Nigeria. Well, going home to Nigeria, going home to Cameroon, and but if you can't wait for those, you need a vacation anyway.
Right.
But, so this is for you. This is your certificate of ancestry. We have one for your babies as well.
Yay.
And then, not to leave you out, but you can be rocking I know you like to rock those TSP t-shirts. I'm gonna get you a shout out to Lamar, Tyler.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna get you to rock an
I'm gonna
African
say
ancestry
free T-shirts are like my love language. This is amazing.
So yes, so your results are the same for everybody in your family who comes from your grandmother on your mother's side and her mother and her mother. You know what? I'm
This
so
is
excited
amazing.
about you all.
My
I
cheeks
know
are hurting. I've been smiling so much.
you all took the wrong test at first, and that's cool. Then we
That's
met.
what Chadwick told us. He was like, y'all took the wrong test.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now you've done the right test and you did it in the right timing. So now you have this information to share with your families, and I appreciate that you allowed me the honor of sharing it with you and your Curl Mix family.
Thank you.
Thank
We're
you
so
so
excited.
much.
I know you guys, I see all the comments coming in and everybody is excited and showing us all the love. We are having just an absolute blast. And I can't wait to go Google this right now. I'm going to go look at all the pictures and deep dive into my results.
Let me see some hearts if you guys want to take the African Ancestry test, right? And I know my Curl Mixers love a deal, right? If you guys go to AfricanAncestry.com, there is a deal for Black History Month. It will be ending soon. It's going away, but you guys are going to save some money. You know what the deal is?
Yep, so you get to choose. They get to choose their deal. They can either get a free Africa pendant, which is worth $45, a sterling silver Africa pendant, or you can save $30 off of a test kit. So just go to AfricanAncestry.com and choose your deal.
Yes, and we can find out if y'all Naija with me, okay? All right, you guys.
Actually, if you are from Cameroon or part of the Yoruba tribe, we're going to be looking out for y'all in the group. If you get your results back, let us know if you are part of our tribe. So I am from the Tikar people in Cameroon, and Kim is Yoruba.
Yes, people of living in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Gina. We appreciate
Welcome
you.
to the family. Welcome to the
Thank
African
you.
Ancestry family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for my hair. Look,
You rock though.
Let me show the people the hair one more
Look at my
time too,
hair.
right?
I don't know how to model hair, but I love it. I met a woman. I was on the Capital Jazz Super Cruise in January, and I met a woman I was minding my business, and I heard her in the background going, and you just have to use curl mix. And I was like, curl mix? Wait a minute. She did like a 5-minute commercial for curl mix. She was swinging her hair. She's like, we're curl mixers, 10,000 strong. So now, Sharon, I'm part of the curl mix family. I'm a curl mixer. Her name was Sharon.
Okay.
I showed you the video.
In New York.
So Sharon from New York, she's probably in our group.
She is.
Sharon, if you are in the group, let us know. Let us know if you're in here. We will shout out to you, Sharon. And I'm gonna give you something special, just for seeing Gina on that cruise.
Yes.
And sharing curl mix. Sharing your curl mix love with Gina. That was an amazing story when we first heard about it. So thank you guys for loving us. Thank you guys for trying curl mix. And then remember, if you want to get either your free gift or save money on your very own African Ancestry test, you can use that link in the description to actually go to the website, pick your deal, and then learn about your history and join the tribe.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday.